Aiken County 911.
Hey, we got a girl over here running for her life.
You need to sit down, sweetie. Hey, calm down, come on. You all right?
Deputies arrested Jonathan Willard after they say he tried to kidnap a woman and impersonated a police officer Friday morning. The victim says he came up behind her, said he was with the police, handcuffed her, and put her in the back of a green metallic Cadillac. She says he took her phone, social security card, and more, claiming to take her to the police station. Deputies say instead he pulled into a driveway and got out to look through the trunk. That's when the victim was able to escape and flag down help from a passing truck driver.
And tonight, your senior investigative reporter Liz Owens is live from our newsroom after speaking to one of those witnesses. Liz.
Divine delayed timing. Those are the words Anthony Moore said that led him to being at the right place at the right time.
Aiken County 911.
Hey, we got a girl over here running for her life.
So I believe God held me up with those preceding things to be at that appointed place at that time with that dash cam.
Anthony Moore spends a lot of time on the road. He's on the road now, sharing the story behind the video.
Had been around close to break of daylight, 7 o'clock, somewhere close to that area.
He was driving along Williston Road when suddenly a young woman ran out near Boggy Gut Road.
She would run on one side of the road, try to run over there, run to the other side of the road, try to run over there. She said, help me, he's trying to kidnap me.
Investigators later identified the driver as 39-year-old Jonathan Willard of New Ellington.
So when she got to my side of my door, he pulled up the side and said, I'm law enforcement. He didn't show me the badge, he just held it up. Just held it up sideways and said, I'm with law enforcement, and she just jumped out of my car. She said, no, I didn't. You trying to kidnap me.
Another driver stopped to help, calling 911 as he walked up.
That man trying to run her over? Trying to run over when I came up. Right now, I'm on the phone with the cops now. Yeah, her handcuffs on her.
You can't be legit because...
Hell no, he's in a damn white Cadillac, right?
Anthony says the Cadillac took off, leaving the young woman with them on the roadside.
Here, you want to come sit on this little hill right here? You need to sit down. I'm afraid you're going to pass out. I wish I had a way to get these damn things off of you.
Can she remember what he was
wearing? Oh, I got him. I got handcuffs off.
And I said, do you have a phone? And can we call somebody other than 911? And he's sending the cops and the rescue squad. She said, he has my phone and my diploma. I said, your diploma? She said, yes, I just graduated yesterday. And she was frantic. She wasn't talking like I'm talking to you now.
The young woman told dispatch she wanted to stay at her dad's house after graduating on Thursday. She was walking home to her mom's the next morning when a greenish-white Cadillac DeVille stopped her near the corner of Banks Mill Road and Club Drive.
She said that car came out of some kind of apartments on the road where she was walking, and he ran up to her and said, I'm with the cops, and I got to take you in. Handcuffed and threw her in the back seat. I said, well, and I said, where was this? She said, way on North Aiken side. I said, and he brought you way out here? She said, yeah, and he pulled in that road, and she said, he left his door open, and when he was fumbling around in the trunk, and that's when I jumped out of the car and ran out in the highway. That's when I saw her.
When Anthony isn't behind the wheel, he's behind the pulpit.
Come on, somebody.
Delayed divine timing.
Yes, sir.
Because God has an appointed place for us to be at an appointed time. When you are expecting things to happen, consider the things that God may be doing in your life or holding you up for. Standing in line at the grocery store and you in a hurry. Why so many people in that lane today? Could be because God is holding you up for something. Holding you up to save your life, or maybe you will be in place to save somebody else's life.
Investigators found and arrested Jonathan Willard the following day. He's in jail now, charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer and kidnapping.
Just a wild situation, and to watch that video and hear that witnesses breakdown of everything that happened. I mean,
what
it's
it
a
is.
scary situation. I can only imagine what's going through her mind after all of this.
It's just incredible, and to have Anthony Moore reach out and tell us what happened and share his side of the story. I mean, the timing it takes for him to be where he was when all this happened is just incredible. He says God put him in the right place at the right time, and he likely could have saved her life that day too.
Absolutely. We are thinking of her right now because that's a traumatic situation.
Yeah.
Remember, Aiken County deputies are asking you to call them if you had any similar incidents or interactions with Willard.
Yeah, lock him up, throw away the key, and that's all to say about that. Women, you have to be careful. I tell my friends all the time, like, you cannot walk around like it's just safe out here. Even in the morning, she was just minding her business, and some gross man came up to kidnap her. You know, I'm telling you, like, I'm sure my friends get sick of me. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where it's like, because I'm always like, hey, you home yet? Let me know once you get inside. Oh, I just parked. Yeah, let me know once you get inside. Because it's just so much evil going on. And I'm thankful because here it is, you know, we live in a society to where there's so much being said about men, so much being said about women, and a lot of times it's a lot of negativity. So I'm happy that we have two sides of men. A man who's doing gross evil, and who can determine what other wickedness he had, you know, planned. And then you had another man protecting, and another man, and this one being a man of God. And there was even another man who pulled up who was helping. So men showing, you know, who we're called to be. We're here to lead. We're here to protect. We're here to honor women. We're here to follow God, you know? And I just love that, because there's always going to be people saying bad things about men. There's always going to be people saying bad things about women. But here it is, an innocent woman. Because you'll get women who get kidnapped, and they'll be like, well, what were you wearing? You know, and I get it. I get the logical thing that a lot of men, we can fall down that road to where we are being too logical and not necessarily being in the moment and trying to understand. But, you know, here it is, a young woman, just graduated, going from her father's house to her mother's house, innocent, and a gross man drive up on her, lying, saying he's a cop, throws her in the back seat of the car, in handcuffs. Like, it's gross, it's scary, and you know, I just hope our justice system do what's right. Like, I don't think a person who does this type of act can just get back out and just be in a free world and not be monitored for life. I don't think they should ever get off of probation. You know, they should always be monitored. Honestly, I wish they would, send certain people to live somewhere else. Like, you gotta live in this mountain, and you gotta hunt for your food because of what you did. I know that may sound crazy, but it's just like, kidnapping a woman or a child, or it should be, you should get the book thrown at you, for sure. But again, ladies, please be safe. I thank God that he had a God-fearing man in place to not only be there to protect that woman, but to point people back to Jesus, to point people back to, trusting God with your life, trusting God with the timing of your life. So it's like a beautiful story, through and through. The young lady was saved, get to go back to her home and her family safely. We also got to see men being men, doing what I believe most men would do, protect. And then also, reminded that, God had him there to protect this young lady. And it's just all the things. I love it. I love it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to connect with the brand online, www.there'shopebrand.com. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.